Another day, another Karen, but this time, these people live next door to a Karen. We got some Karen neighbors. Can't think of anything worse, to be honest. So cheers. I hope you're having a good day. Cucumber water in my cup. Let me know what's in yours.
Hi, how you doing? I was wondering if you had a chance to talk about those cameras in the back, by the pool.
Who are you?
I'm your neighbor.
Okay.
I was wondering if we could discuss those cameras that are pointing towards our house.
They're not towards your house, they're towards my pool.
But we don't know that.
Well, I know that, and that's all that matters.
No, it does not.
Yes, it does.
I'm not, ma'am.
No,
I'm asking you.
What is your problem?
Well, because I have cameras too, okay? And I know the range. I know the range. And we have kids up there. And there's not supposed to be any cameras in the backyard. That's your safe place. You can have cameras in the front of your house.
You have a lot of nerve telling us where to have my cameras around my
Well, because they're pointing towards my house.
You know what? You shouldn't
Wait.
Kids, how about that?
What do you mean?
You're in a 55 community.
It doesn't matter, ma'am. It does not matter, ma'am.
I don't even know who the Karen is. Like it says, crazy neighbor being aggressive about camera. So I'm assuming it's him. He started off calm, asked about the cameras. She's saying, excuse me, my cameras are only facing my pool. And in all honesty, I would probably want cameras facing my pool also. And he's being really aggressive that it's pointing at his house. So, okay, that's the Karen.
Yeah.
Did you forget?
It doesn't
What
matter.
kind of parent takes kids into a neighborhood like this?
What do you mean? It's not a safe neighborhood for kids? Is that what you're trying to say?
You're coming to me with your problem.
No, I'm coming because the cameras are pointing to my house that I have young kids.
You know what?
Why don't you have them on the other side pointing towards your house?
You have a lot of nerve coming here to tell me how to mount my camera.
Oh.
Yes, because they're pointing. I don't feel safe that you're pointing them towards my house.
Call the cops and see if it's illegal. I don't think so.
Ma'am.
I get what he's saying. Honestly, I think that's a fair point though. Am I the only one thinking that? If she wants cameras facing her pool, whatever, for her reasons, not anyone's business, she could put them on like the fence facing her back house and the pool, which would actually make a little bit more sense because then you're getting the camera facing all your back windows, your back door, your pool. For security reasons, your whole yard would be covered. So I do get his point there. Y'all gotta let me know what you think about this one.
From work. Apparently last time Karen didn't comprehend what I meant by don't use my f***ing fence.
Oh.
So let's just show Karen who's boss. Like you all told me to do. Just throw him over the fence. Alright, Karen. Stop using my fence. So I dumped them.
She put them back.
And now she put them back up. And she's out there spraying them off because they got full of mold. This chick will not knock it off.
Oh my gosh. Y'all are gonna go back and forth with those mats all day. You know what? I would kind of like to see the footage to that. I need the part 3. I need the confrontation also of these freaking mats.
This woman called the police because her black neighbor was cleaning her sidewalk.
You seriously mad because we cleaned off your sidewalk? Your sidewalk?
What?
So you mad because we cleaned off your sidewalk?
Don't trespass that line.
Whoa, ma'am, you're you're putting the snow back on the sidewalk after someone just shoveled it off for you.
Logical decision, logically arrived at.
If that is not a level of petty, I don't know what is. That's wild behavior because shoveling snow, first of all, sucks balls. No one wants to do that. Someone did it for you and you have, even if you were mad for not a valid reason at all, you don't have to put the snow back.
I don't need to.
We're helping you. We're like, you mad because we cleaned off your sidewalk.
Mess around with this one. You know what? You have to go.
We cleaned off your sidewalk. It's public sidewalk. We cleaned it off for you.
With Jelly. There.
Where's the thank you?
Jelly and Tanya.
Hey,
Are you that
what
upset?
would Jesus do? If you're a real Christian, you have to be.
I don't. No, I.
Call the police.
Yes, I will.
So you calling? What are you calling the police for?
That's trespassing property.
Put him on speaker.
This is the sidewalk. This is a public sidewalk.
These two guys are African American, and I don't get along with them, and I don't.
You don't even know me. How you get along with somebody you don't know?
They are arguing, making fun of me. See, they don't have no respect, and I am.
Black people don't have respect now. All right, you have a good day.
I don't want to see you. And you see this line?
Yeah.
You don't pass this line?
Okay.
And I don't want to see you.
Cops arrived at the scene after a while, but the old lady simply wasted their time because there were no complaints towards the guys.
I think we all could have guessed that that was going to be a waste of the cops' time.
I'm kind of psychic.
It's such a shame. Honestly, it's really just such a shame because they were doing something nice for her, and rather than coming out and saying, well, thank you, gentlemen, for shoveling my sidewalk, it leads to that. And she's even making things up. They're making fun of me. They were so respectful, even though you were blatantly rude. What a shame. You boys, you can come shovel our sidewalks anytime. Because I hate it. And y'all are probably like, what do you mean? You're in a condo. Yes, but in Windsor, we do have sidewalks. Crazy neighbor starts cutting fence for no reason. Crazy neighbor has a reason, and it's probably a very bad one. They're cutting it this way? I did call the police.
You don't even have a peaceful day in the neighborhood was shattered when a homeowner experienced the shock of watching their fence being ripped apart.
Oh my gosh.
The audacious act wasn't from a random vandal, but from their next door neighbor, who has a reputation for causing chaos among the community. Known locally as the neighborhood Karen, this woman not only orchestrated the destruction, but had her husband wield a chainsaw to carve through the fence.
Oh my gosh.
As if the audacity wasn't enough, the couple nonchalantly tossed the planks of wood without any remorse.
Why you don't get a lawyer, get the papers and come and do it like a right? Not the way that you want.
This is absurd. Can you imagine waking up, you're having your morning coffee, you go outside and you see your fence just being cut horizontally and like just random blocks of it just being thrown into your yard? What a way to wake up.
I don't need a lawyer. You need a lawyer. You have to talk and come with the paper. Come with the survey. You have your survey?
Posting the video to her TikTok account, Tiffany Mirage wrote, "Our neighbor has taken our fence down without any papers. She has threatened our contractors and has caused chaos in the neighborhood. Another resident of the property encounters the persistent neighbors."
I'm gonna ask you again. Get out of my property! This isn't your property, I'm on my property! No! What? Are you trying to cut me with a chainsaw? Stop cutting the fence!
Call police.
I did call the police. Stop cutting the fence and don't point that at me.
This is absurd.
I don't care, you're cutting the fence off me.
Yeah, I can't even imagine being in a situation like that. I don't know how I would handle that calmly. I don't know how I would handle that correctly. Lord knows not to put me in that situation, honestly. I'm not gonna handle it well, okay? I'll be the first to admit it. HOA meeting gone horribly wrong. Wow, we finally get to see an HOA meeting. We've seen some Karens who are involved in the HOA community, so I get the little tea on one of their meetings. This has gotta be good.
You're not good at technology because it's crazy. You're very condescending.
Right? Oh my God. Who starts a meeting with such hostility?
Elderly grandmother who served in the war.
What? How was she elected?
Who's that? Who is that?
First of all, we will not refer to people as that. That is not who we are.
Okay, whoever this woman is in the HOA, not one positive comment has been yelled out since she started speaking. Everybody hates her.
Introduce him! Hello, everyone. My name is Frank. How are you this evening?
Not well, folks.
I am an interim board member.
But who voted you in?
Appointed board member.
Why do you appoint you?
Wait, there's a board member who wasn't voted in at all?
No, he wasn't voted in at all. He's appointed.
We will now take our vote.
What? You get a quote?
No, you gave us no information. We have zero information. What are you freaking voting on? Can I explain? I am here You've got a little thing saying blah, blah, blah. What you're saying is misleading. What information are you doing here? We have no information on the company here. You're one to hire. We have no information to compare apples to apples. Now you're voting on what? Where's the
Absolutely.
Wow, I really feel like I'm part of this HOA meeting. This is so exciting. Is this what it's really like? This is crazy to me.
What do you mean? What do you mean that being said? You didn't say anything. 3 companies. With those 3 companies. Okay? What's your commission in one of those companies? We're gonna wrap this up.
I think you should wrap this up.
What are you wrapping up? You didn't do anything.
Oh gosh, you got a microphone. You don't need it. We heard you.
Is that a child's karaoke machine?
You are moving to vote.
If anyone out there who watches this video is in an HOA community, is it actually like this? Do y'all just meet somewhere once a month in lawn chairs and have these meetings? I need to know. Or is this dramatic? Maybe it's not the same in every community. I honestly, please tell me.
That's my driveway.
Man, I'm not in your face. You came over to talk to me.
What a fun meeting.
I was on my property. Okay.
You might want to, you know.
Ryan, right? That was your name? I like we discussed before, I would love to handle this in a logical manner, but I don't know if that's possible. Can you see I'm not trying to start a fight?
No, Mom's not going to fight you. She's never going to be violent with you. She's all she's going to do is yell at you, and that's bad.
She was in my face screaming at me, and then last year she was on my property screaming.
That is as far as she will.
I don't know who your mom is. I don't know what her background is, and
if that's as far as mom's ever gonna go, it doesn't mean that that's as far as mom should go. It doesn't really excuse the behavior. Like, oh, she'll never be physically violent with you, but she'll scream in your face. Oh, yippee! I feel much better now.
My family's nervous to come outside because she keeps harassing us.
I haven't said a word to your wife except give her the stuff for the Recplex. And you're the one harassing me. This is my driveway.
Ma'am, I'm not harassing you. I'm on my own property. Ma'am, you came out to talk to me.
I put my bricks back.
And I didn't touch them, even though you put them back in my property. I didn't touch them. Oh, I was weed eating. Or I was cutting the grass. Ma'am, I'm even letting you put your bricks on my side of the property.
So you won't knock down my gate.
Ma'am, I don't know where you're getting that. I'm going to knock your gate down. I'm just cutting my... Well, I'm not... I don't know. Well, I mean, I moved here in September. I didn't touch your gate, and I don't know what happened to you all in the past, but I didn't touch your gate.
Lawnmower over it.
Over your gate? Your 6-foot metal fenced gate? My push mower?
Oh boy.
What?
I don't know how they did it, but they knocked the gate down 3 times.
Well, I mean, that's not acceptable. I don't agree with that either. But
so she's talking about things that have happened in the past before they moved there with their lawnmower. Maybe their gate got knocked down, and maybe she's very worried that it's gonna happen now because he's luring them on close to her gate. But ma'am, just because people did that in the past, you can't take that out on me. I haven't knocked down your gate. Your gate is standing.
This Karen called the cops on her neighbors for taking their own package.
Oh, I've seen part of this.
Hey, how you doing? Right there with his little package. Oh, so it's just...
My number. It's Amazon. She was here to deliver everything.
Okay,
It's mine.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Let me just verify that you're
Don't worry. This is my Amazon. She would have things.
Trust me, she's done this before. She's a little bit...
Okay. Yeah, it's
Alright,
fine.
alright, so they put it down there.
Yeah, she's just causing problems.
Alright, I'll talk to her. I'll talk to her. Hey,
I don't care who your business for. I'm sick of y'all. I'm sick of y'all. Don't come to my door no more or come to my camera.
What?
I'm allowed to pick up my package if it's mine. Before she steals it.
Neighbors say Amazon dropped the package off at the wrong door. They picked it up and showed to Karen's door camera the name on it. That's when she called the cops saying that they stole it. They also say Karen did this multiple times, despite proving the delivery went to her doorway mistakenly. What is wrong with her?
That is so annoying. And they even went to the door, showed it to the camera to make sure there was no confusion. Like, ma'am, I'm not stealing your package. This is my Amazon delivery. They left it at the wrong door. No harm, no foul. Just taking my package and let me be on my way. And she still has a problem with it. Talk to Amazon because they're delivering it to the wrong place.
Get out of the yard.
Get out of our yard. I will be calling the police. Yes, it is. No, it does not.
This belongs to them. Right where that
Get out of our yard.
You lunge at me in any capacity. I wouldn't do anything because I'm a stable and mature human being.
We got the fire department called on us for this tiny contained bonfire that's apparently over 5 to 6 feet tall. Don't you love having Karen neighbors?
That fire? You're kidding. It's this tiny little thing, so tiny that they're all on blankets sitting directly next to it to even feel the heat. That's how small it is. I'm pretty sure I have a candle that lights bigger flames than that. A real life Karen came knocking on my door. Oh, I dare a real life Karen to come knocking on my door. I am waiting for the day.
So, why does it matter? Like, why are you so worked up over these kids that are in the pool?
I guess you weren't hearing $30,000 the last time they did this.
When was this?
What?
This is a couple of years back. In fact, 3 years back when we missed the whole season of swimming. $30,000 to replace this pool and the fence.
Do you own the pool or the fence?
I own my own home, therefore it's common ground. And yes, I do pay my association fee. And why do you have a bad attitude about it?
Because I don't understand what it has to do with you when you can just leave them alone. They're just visiting, and why does it bother you so much? Like, you're taking...
Because last time it cost me $30,000.
What did you pay $30,000 in?
Well, I don't think so.
No, you did not.
And let's be real. You did not pay $30,000 for any kind of common pool to be, like, fixed. That did not come out of your pocket. $30,000? I would like to see the receipt. My upstairs Karen neighbor hates me for some reason. Here's my landlord hanging up a notice. They're raising my rent on my door. 10 minutes later, my neighbor comes to my door for some reason, takes the paper off, reads it, and leaves it on the floor. Why? Oh, she's just a little nosy, isn't she? Imagine being woken up to this around 3 a.m. All right, let's all imagine it. Are you drunk? Probably. Are you bored? You must be. What do you get from that? Karen's blocking my driveway. What do you mean? Like, they put the block there? They're literally blocking your driveway. Yo, I did not expect that we were gonna see the evidence right here in this video. I saw that cement block and I'm like, what do you mean though? Like a Karen just picked that up, put it on her back and like blocked your driveway? No, we got the Karen. Karen's in a freaking tractor with a second cement block on its way. I need the full story of this one. So my a-hole neighbor decided to blow his leaves to our yard, so my awesome neighbor and husband, well, you can see. Oh, let's see the revenge. Oh no. Look it! Getting the whole neighborhood together. Does this actually happen? Any homeowners out there? I don't own a home yet, so I don't know what this life is like. I've never, had to deal with something like this. Do people truly do this? Have leaf wars? Blowing leaves on someone else's lawn? Also, do we actually bag our leaves? Asking for a friend. My dad bags his leaves. My dad has a very large yard and he always bags up his leaves. And I remember we used to help him and I was just like, but can we leave them though? I'm still wondering that as an adult. I get it's not great for your grass, but like, can I leave them? What's the worst case scenario if I don't rake up and bag my leaves? I really want to know that information.
The moment Joanne Shreves hurled wet cement over the fence at her neighbours, it was one of a number of incidents that led her being taken to court. Shreve's family had lived next to Sandra Durden and Trevor Dempsey for over 40 years. But in recent years, their relationship has turned sour. Then followed a campaign of harassment and intimidating behaviour. Joanne Shreves was found of common assault
wire fence
criminal damage, and 1 count
around
of
their
threatening
house
behaviour.
because of this neighbor. Because of all this, imagine living next to someone for 40 years and you're dealing with this. Luckily it was only in the last few, but still, when you gotta have barbed wire over your fence, that's a problem. Yeah, I thank God this is the last video because I can't take much more of it, in all honesty. If you have had a Karen as your neighbor, maybe your neighbor right now is a Karen, we can keep it anonymous. Let me know. I want to hear about it. I'm out of here though. Stay classy out there, stay sassy, and I'll see you tomorrow.